Good morning. This is Amelia, One Woman Army, and I'm here on the first day of the kickoff of Happy 365. Experience your happy. Today so happened to be the first day of spring. There's no coincidence that International Happiness Day is being celebrated in such a joyous day. And I am here in the Bay of Miami. I couldn't find a better place where you could feel happiness coming from nature. And I am here to kick off this morning on our first live. This initiative is going to last 365 days, and I am going to be going live frequently in the morning and in the evening every day for 365 days, making sure that we start the day with the conversation of happiness and bring awareness to ourselves as to the our level of daily happiness, and go into bed also with happiness in mind. It is my intention that in this year of this that I will be carry on this initiative, that we will transform our lives and the people around us and everything that surrounds us in ways that we can even begin to imagine today, but that it will become a reality a year from now. Actually, I am going to take the opportunity first to ask the question, why happiness, and then to introduce Happy 365 in general terms, as the kickoff of today is pretty much geared towards bringing the celebration of the International Happiness Day, and to bring our first intention, create our first intention of happiness for the year, for ourselves, for our world. Why happiness? Why not? We are living in chaotic times where we've seen to be surrounded by tragedies, by misunderstanding, by a lack of communication in many sectors of our lives, and in the public life, in the politics, and in the educational system. There's a lot of misunderstanding, unhappiness, depression in the population. And I think that this is the perfect time for us to kick off this initiative and to start changing and walking toward happiness. I believe that when we come to the word happy and happiness and what it is, all of us have an idea of what it represents for us. And we have a lot of theory. We are bombarded by information that double itself almost every year in the last couple of years. And we think that we know what happiness is, but in reality, I believe that the high rate of unhappiness is not due to the fact that we are not paying attention to the subject of happiness, but indeed it is due to the fact that we do not know how to put it in practice. We don't know how to take all of this theory that is being put out there, that we know, these notions that we have been developing for a long time, and coherently putting together in our lives in a way that we feel happiness from within. So we are going to be dedicating this year to pretty much look within and put into practice what happiness is. One of the things that we would initially need to do is to shake our mind, to shake our brain, to shake our understanding, and to shake our positions today in how unconsciously we live our lives, and bring a lot more consciousness into the subject of happiness. Hey Rosa, happy International Day of Felicidad. Why happiness? Well, happiness is all. I used to think that love was all, that love is everything there is. But I noticed and I have observed that even though there's a lot of love in this world, yet the level of unhappiness is pretty high. And how do we know that? Well, the United Nations have been putting out their studies to measure the level of happiness on a yearly basis. It has been doing that for over a decade. And one of the reasons that they do that is because it depends on the level of happiness of the citizens. The economy would move accordingly. And it is a very good measure for economic development and for businesses. So they have been measuring the level of happiness, and we see, for example, that in the United States in the year 2007, we were in the third place as the happiest developed country among all of the developed countries in the world. The United States is today the fifth richest country in the world still. So it makes sense that with so much richness, we were one of the happiest developed countries. However, in the last 3 years, the United States has dropped in his level of happiness so dramatically. The United Nations released the report for 2018 about a week ago, and the United States came out in the 18th position. Last year, it was not only in the same position, but according to Gallup, it was in the 38th position as the happiest country around the world, with all the other countries developed and not developed included. So what does it tell us? That tells us that it does not matter the level of richness. It does not matter that we are living today better than majority of kings and queens of a century ago. It does not matter that we have so much technology in our hands today, and that we are living in reality in safer, in one of the safest times of human history. What has happened is that in the quest for success, we must have forgotten what happiness looks like, what happiness should be. And the movement Happy 365 is going to do just that. It's going to look within, it's going to undust what we already know about happiness and bring it up to the top of our days, to our lives, to our words, to our minds, to our bodies, to our hearts, to our deeds. So I am very excited to be here with you today. I'm very excited of everything that's coming. As I said, I'm going to be going live in the mornings and in the evenings. And I am going to be also recording some more videos. I hope to be able to do that on YouTube also on a daily basis. Let's see all that I can do and live a life as well. But I am here just kicking this off on this beautiful day, surrounded by so much beauty that can only make you feel fulfilled, that can only make you feel happy. So I hope you enjoy the International Day of Happiness. I hope you feel a lot of happiness today, that you give it freely, and that you keep yourself positive and know that I am here, because together we are going to work on your happiness. And together we're going to transform our lives in ways that we can only begin to imagine. So thank you for tuning up. I'll see you later, and let's all have a beautiful, happy day.